Hey everyone. You may have noticed I didn't upload a video last week. It's because I was out of town. Now sometimes I have made you stuff while I'm out of town, but this was a special kind of out of town. This was way out of town. This was very off of the beaten path and not using any of technology that I had around. Because I was at ToorCamp. I was at a hacker camp. Are you familiar with hacker camping? Have you heard of any of the Dutch maybe or German hacker camps like the Chaos Communication Camp? So we have one in America. It is called ToorCamp. It is run by the crew, the amazing people who make ToorCon. If you're on the West Coast, sometimes you may have heard of ToorCon. But ToorCamp, like most hacker camps, is get a bunch of people together, usually on a campground or some kind of public land, but incorporate some of the stuff you get at HackerCons, where there are, there's kind of talks, right? There is a big geodesic dome that's kind of the talk venue. There are contests and projects, but all in this really just brain-bending, non-tech way. Yes, there's a CTF that I guess some people were playing on, some sort of network that somebody had stood up. But almost everyone there brings their love of technology and twists it into something that's almost dada, absurdist. It's an art festival as much as it is a technology festival. And I won't say everyone takes everything seriously, because it's not serious. It's the opposite of serious. But it's earnest. Everything just bizarrely done in the most passionate, earnest way possible. Let me give you an example. See all this paperwork in front of me? These are forms from bureaucracy. So who is bureaucracy? Well, it's infinite free beer at ToorCamp. Who wouldn't want that, right? Except it's a Byzantine Kafkaesque performance art center where there's lines and queues and you take a number and you wait. And then if you get up there and you ask for the right, here's my application for alcohol consumption permit level 1. And then you have to fill this out properly, which you will not do the first time unless you read all the fine print. And then maybe you get that filled out so you get your visa application to visit the ToorCamp's main bureaucracy area. And you go up and wait in line again, and you take another ticket. And then you get your second order, and it has additional instructions, and you have to go to other parts of the ToorCamp area and get stamps from other bureaucrats. And eventually you think you finally made it. So you get, oh yes, you've been bestowed with your official bureaucracy status. You get your own glass. And the glass is like a Christmas tree ornament. You get all the free beer you want in the Christmas tree ornament sized mug. If you want a better mug, well, you need your next permits, and you have to do things like, what exploit did Trinity use to hack the power station in Matrix Reloaded? Name of the person who has agreed to hold back your hair while drinking. Challenge coin rubbing space. Find a challenge coin and rub it with moss. It's all done earnestly though. No one breaks character. So you got, what did you get? What kind of beer?
I don't even know what kind of beer it is, and I had to fill out an application for the cup.
Yes.
Which had to get approved by 2 people.
So this is the bureaucracy forms, of which we're all in different amounts of line for these forms. The lines, which are double lines, you go and take a number and then fill things out with the pen, or you can get global entry, which you get by filling out another form. Most of us don't have global entry, so we're in the waiting area. Or paperwork, for example, to request phone service. Yes, this is ShadyTel phone service. If you don't know my love for the people at the Telecom Museum and the ShadyTel infrastructure, the ShadyTel people bring an entire phone network out to the camp. You'll see photos and tweets and stuff of people with payphone booths on the back of their RV driving up to ToorCamp, because phones get plopped all around the camp, the whole campground. And you provision service by requesting, can I get a demarc here? Can I get a network drop there? And people are trudging through the woods with their butts set in their lineman gear, just rolling out cable, getting all the way to some weird yurt on the other side of camp. And they're like, all right, here's that ticket you requested. Let's go ahead and punch you down on that patch block. All right, you got dial tone? Okay, let us know if you need anything else. And they have just calling around the camp. The more absurd, the better. One year, there was a phone at the hot tub that someone just ran, and it was you dialed pool. I know that there's people who show up in boats occasionally that you can dock your boat, and in the harbor, there's some anchor points. One year, someone either swam or rowed a cable out to a boat. And again, it's just all done so passionately. I didn't have any ideas this year. I usually am part of some sort of a theme camp, If you're catching the vibe here, it's a little bit like maybe if you've gone to Burning Man, but it's not. It's not at all Burning Man. I could never be out on the playa, I think. But, you know, we're in the Cascadia region, right? So it's just gorgeous weather and it's nice and everyone's happy and queer and high and everything. So what was I doing this year? I wasn't part of my previous camp theme where I had a whole cocktail bar and I gave talks. I gave the Liver Strong talk the last time. And I was out of energy. I said, oh my God, I cannot do that this year. I have no energy. I'm not going with my usual people. I don't know what I'm doing. And again, people bring it. People really bring it. Like I'm officially a replicant. Why? Because I did a Voight comp test. Look at what Team Laserwolf brought. They brought a full Voight comp freaking test. And I'm like, I can't compete with any of this. So instead of making a giant cocktail bar, again, if you follow me on all of the, the socials and the places, you know that I've been spreading photos of this, right? What I did is I said, I'm gonna make one drink. I'm gonna make a super easy drink and just kind of stand up that and hell with it, that'll be it. I'll just be an army of one. Well, what's an easy drink to make? An easy drink, if you've seen it on this channel, right? The paper plane cocktail. 4 ingredients in equal parts. It's bourbon, which everyone has heard of. It's Aperol, which some people have heard of. It's Amaro Nonino, which no one has heard of. And lemon juice, which is not booze, so who cares? So yeah, shake that up, equal parts with ice, strain it out, bang, you got yourself a great cocktail. And I said, this will be easy. I can pre-batch it. I just bought gallons of this booze, and I went up to camp with just, like 5 gallons of liquor. And I even said to Tara, I was like, and it'll be easy. If I want to make decorations, well, forget it. It's a paper plane. I'll just take a bunch of paper from the house, and I'll make paper planes and like put them around the campsite. There you go. There's my decorations. Who cares? And Tara, she was great. She's like, well, first of all, we have that stupid ream of like legal paper that I don't know how it got in the house. Take that because I don't want it anymore. And instead of you making the paper planes, you should let other people make them. You'll get more variety. It'll be really fun it'll be participation. I went, yeah, being with a light bulb, but fuck a bunch of let. I'm going to make people make paper planes. And that's what I did. Our whole camp, and I was very, very fortunate. I was on the phone like with Pandora and Caro as I was driving up. I'm like, I don't have any freaking, I don't know who I'm camping with. And they were just so nice. They were like, yeah, just camp with us. It was great. So we had a little camp. We cast gender to void. It was void star gender was our camp. And the paper plane bar, that was our deal. We brought everything. We're like, look, we brought the booze. We brought the paper. We brought the canopy and like the string. And all you have to do is make a paper airplane and hang it up. The only thing people had to bring to us was a vessel in which to remit the beverage. Which I was very happy about. It forced like a modicum of commitment on the part of the person who like couldn't just walk up and say, hi, give me something. And again, making a paper airplane, everybody participated. Everyone chatted with us for a minute, enjoyed a drink, and like moved on. And by the end of each night, our canopy was just covered in all these planes, and it was gorgeous. And like Annalie Newitz was there, and just so many friends I haven't seen were there speaking and making, and I got to see Joe and his family. I got to see so many old friends. And I didn't know how badly I needed this. And I came home feeling better than I have in a long time. So maybe I'll talk about that later. Maybe I'll talk about where my head has been and my heart has been. It's not been great, but I'm doing a lot better now. And I'm really grateful to that event. And if you're thinking about trying to get back out there, look for outdoor events that might be safe enough. Look for things at campgrounds. Look for anything you can do in city parks where we can still try to be a little COVID safe, but seeing one another once again. It matters. It matters more than I realized and admitted to myself. So every one of you who I saw, everyone who came up and said hi, everyone who built and brought something so gorgeous and fun, thank you. Thank you so, so much. You have made my entire year better already. And if you haven't come to ToorCamp or any other hacker camp like that, I strongly encourage you to check it out. All right. I have so many fun giveaways. I haven't given you stuff in so long. I'll throw some photos at the end here. There's a great new designer who's making shirts and stickers and other things for us now. And he has been, like, his whole company's been awesome. They're Hoppa Designs. They've been throwing various gifts and swag into packages they're sending me with samples. And he's like, yeah, just put it in your prize pelican, man. Just let people have it. So you got some shirts coming on here. Some of these will be in the giveaway. If you don't know, the giveaway is you sign up once at the URL and you're in forever. And I just like giving stuff away out of my stockpile of cool shit. So I want you to do cool shit. I want you to make cool shit. I want you to share cool shit with others Come to events like ToorCamp or your other HackerCons as you deem it safe. And if you find me there, please, please come say hi, because it made a huge difference in my demeanor and in my heart. All right, I love you. Stay safe out there.